Hey guys, it is Vanessa here of Servants Beat. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell and share this video. And today we are going to be making this beautiful Russian spiral bucket beaded bag. This bag is so easy to do, so easy. It's so pretty, it's very unique, but I'm going to advise that you watch the entire video first so that you understand what you're doing before you grab your materials then start working with me. Or if you feel like you're going to work with me and understand, that is also fine. So without further ado, let's just get right into the tutorial. Now for our materials, I have my scissors here, I have these two beads, and I have these gold round beads. These are 12 millimeters gold round beads, and I'm going to be using a 0.60 fishing line. Now we're going to get started. By the way guys, I apologize for any noise that may hear in the background. There's maintenance going on in the house and I stay beside the road, so the cars and bikes passing always. So we're going to cut a very long fishing line. I stress on long. I see this on my videos. Cut a very long fishing line. Then you are going to alternate between these beads. You're going to pick up 2 gold beads, 1 tube bead, 2 gold beads, 1 tube bead, and you are going to continue picking it up like this until you have a total of 6 tube beads and a pair of 6 gold beads. So I'm going to be letting you guys watch the video because I haven't fast forwarded it. It's pretty much self-explanatory and it is very easy. Like I said, you just need to pay attention. And by the way, I'm telling you guys the do's and don'ts while you're making this bag. Of course, I was doing this bag and I was recording the video at the same time. So I was just testing it out to see if it is going to work. Because honestly, what inspired me to do this bag is a spiral necklace that I did when I started doing beaded necklaces like 5 years back. So I was like, why don't I just make a bag out of this? So I was just testing it out and I was recording at the same time, and I made some mistakes that I'm going to show you guys so that you don't make the same mistakes. Yeah. So I have a total of 6 tube beads on my fishing line and a pair of 6 gold beads as well. So this is the foundation of our bag. We are going to be starting from this circle. As you can see, I am tying the ends together. So we're going to start with this circle, then we are going to build up the sides of our bucket bag. So this is like part of the base. It's not the complete base, so keep that in mind. So you're just going to go ahead and you're going to tie your work like this till it comes out a circle. I'm going to say that you're going to make sure that when you're tying it, you have a shorter end and an extremely long end. Yeah, so working this bag, we're going to be working this bag using a very long fishing line, and it's a single fishing line compared to when you're making other beaded bags, you use double fishing lines. So I'm using a single fishing line in while making this bag. Like I said, the shorter fishing line, don't make it to be too short, and I'm going to tell you guys why subsequently in this video. So I just inserted my fishing line into the first gold bead after the knot in which we tied. Then I'm going to pick up 1 tube bead and 2 gold beads. So I'll really plead with you guys to watch the entire video to the end. Don't skip any part or you might have mistakes. So when I've inserted my 2 gold beads, I am going to go over the tube bead and into the first gold bead that I see, and I'm going to insert my fishing line there. So that circle that we started as the base, we are going to call it row number 1, and now we are starting with row number 2. So row number 2, you're picking up 1 tube bead, 2 gold beads, then you're inserting it into the first gold bead that you see from row number 1. If you do not understand what I am saying, just watch the video. It is pretty much self-explanatory, but I just thought that I would say some few things so that you guys actually understand what is happening. So yeah, I'm just going to pick up 1 tube bead again and 2 gold beads. Guys, I know that my fishing line is looking like it's tangling up a lot, but I'm going to stress on the fact you need a long fishing line, very long, like I think 5 meters, 6-7 meters. You need a fishing line which is extremely long. So you're just going to continue doing this pattern. I'm going to let you guys continue watching, and I'm going to tell you guys what to do in the next part. So guys, it's the festive season. This is Christmas, and I wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in advance, and I hope that the year 2023 is going to be better than the year 2022. And yeah, so by the way, to all my new subscribers or my new viewers, thank you so much for clicking on the video. Please make sure you subscribe. It is free and it's going to help me to support my channel. And please make sure you leave a like, a comment, just say hi, tell me what you think about the bag, tell me what you think about the video in general. And to all my old subscribers, I am so grateful and thankful for all of you guys. I hope you all are doing well, and I hope you guys have a great holiday. If you're watching this video and it's not the holiday season, I still hope you have a great time, a great day. And yeah, so as you can see, we are getting to the end of our bag already. Now guys, this is where you need to pay attention. You need to pay much attention in this part, because this is where I started making mistakes. Like I said, I did these mistakes because I was testing out the bag from a necklace. Like I had done a necklace of this like 5 years back, and I was like, let me do a bag out of this. So I was testing it out. So I don't want you guys to make the same mistake. So all you need to do is to insert your fishing line into the first gold bead that you see, and that is going to complete the row. Now before I start showing you the errors, I am going to show you guys what is the right thing to do, because the errors usually come from when you are ending a row and when you are starting a row. So first off, I'm going to show you guys what to do when you are done with a row. Like now we are done with row number 2. As you can see, we have this overlapping sort of bead going on, and that is what we want. And if you want to start with row number 3, you're going to take your fishing line and insert it into the first 2 bead that you see, and you're going to insert it again into the first gold bead that you see right there. This is how you start a row. I can't stress on this enough. This is how you start a row. You do not start a new row by inserting 1 new 2 bead and 2 new gold beads. No, you continue into the next 2 bead and the next gold bead that you see. So this is how you're going to start a row, and this method is going to cause your beginning row to move. I'm going to show you guys what I mean later. So when you have inserted your fishing line into the first 2 bead and the first gold bead, then you're going to pick up a new 2 bead and 2 new gold beads. Yeah, so I want to really stress on this part, because I'm going to show you guys what is going to happen if you do this the wrong way. It's not going to look good. And let me just say that to know that your work is going great, the distance between each 2 bead is supposed to be a rectangular looking, a slanted rectangle of sorts. As we are progressing with the bag, you're going to understand what I mean. So continue the pattern which that is 1 2 bead, 2 gold bead. I am going to let you guys watch. Like I said, do not skip, do not fast forward, so that you do not miss any important parts. So I made sure that I didn't fast forward this video so that you guys can see clearly how this bag is done. I know it's looking like it's difficult, but it is really not. It is very easy if you can understand why you shouldn't do the mistakes that I'm going to say subsequently. You're not going to have any problems when it comes to making this bag. So it is left with we are at the last part before the at the end. Basically we are at the end. So you can already tell because row number 3 has 3 beads, and the last of the 6 beads, I'm just going to since we have a bead 2 bead of 6 in a circle, in the last of the 6 bead right there, I'm still having 2 beads. So everything else is having 3, so we need to complete that 2 to become 3. So I'm picking up 1 2 bead, and I'm picking up 2 gold beads. And one way to know that you are at the end of the row, you're going to see how that gold bead that you're supposed to be entering your fishing line into, it is looking very flat. It's looking very flat. So that's how you know that you've ended the row. And also you will know because all the beads around, all the 6 2 beads around the bag are going to be having the same number. So now this is what you're not supposed to do. Immediately you complete your row, you are not supposed to pick up an excess bead. This is what I'm talking about. Do not pick up 1 new 2 bead and 2 new gold bead, because it's going to form this triangle here. This is a mess. This is going to cause your project problems. So you see how it's forming a sort of triangle look instead of that slanted rectangle look that I was talking about. And that 2 bead is touching the previous 2 bead. That new 2 bead you have put is touching the new 2 bead, and the 2 beads are not supposed to be touching each other. If you look at the other sides of the bag, you're going to see that the 2 beads do not touch each other. I'm going to progress, and you're going to see that this next 2 bead that I've just put with these 2 gold beads, when I pull it, you're going to see that the 2 bead is not going to touch each other. So like I said, the mistakes are always going to show, but at the beginning of your project. So you don't want that. So basically when I was making this bag, I made this mistake, and I went like halfway through, and look at that, it's not looking good. You can tell that it's not proper. It doesn't look good. Like I was just going, I was like, no, maybe it's going to fix itself. It is not going to fix itself. You need to go back and fix it. And what I normally do when I have a problem, I unravel it. I do the same thing with crochet. I used to make this channel used to be my beads and crochet channel, but I finally created a new channel for crochet. It's called Servants Crochet, so make sure you check it out. When I always have a mistake or I made a mistake in crochet or beads, I unravel it. It doesn't matter how far I've gone. If I'm almost done with the project, like my conscience is not going to be clear, and I want to be able to do good work. So I just basically unravel it to where I made a mistake. So as you can see, we are back to the base, and now I'm going to show you a little tip on how to know when the beginning and the end of your bead is. So as you can see, I'm taking a stitch marker here. This is my stitch marker for my crochet, and I'm going to insert it into the ending bead right there. Now you can use any colorful rope, your earring. You can use how they call it, safety pins. You could use anything to mark it. Then you're just going to pick up your 1 2 bead, 2 gold beads. Then you're going to go into the first gold bead that you see. Like I said, if you want to know which gold bead you're going to enter, that gold bead is going to look like a peak, like it's going to sit very high up. As you can see, these ones sitting like, okay, the gold beads form an angle basically. So that is how you know which gold bead you're going to enter. Then you're going to pick up 1 2 bead and 2 gold beads. I'm going to let you guys continue watching. Don't go away, don't fast forward. I'm going to be dropping random hints, and you don't want to miss it. Okay, so we are back at our beginning again. And like I said, if you look at the back, now we have 3 tube beads on each side, which says that row number 3 is complete. And like I said, to start a new row, you need to insert your fishing line into that third bead, the next bead, which is a tube bead. Then you're going to insert your fishing line again into the next round bead. Guys, when you're working, please pull your work very hard. You don't want a weak and wobbly beaded bag, so pull it hard so that your bag is going to be firm. And immediately you insert your fishing line into that tube bead and gold bead, you are going to continue the pattern again. You're going to pick up 1 gold bead, 1 tube bead, 2 gold beads. So I really hope this is making sense. If what I am saying is not making sense, just continue watching the video. Now I'm going to bring more stitch markers into this video, and I'm going to be inserting these stitch markers into all the beginning, when I'm about to start a new row. I'm going to insert those stitch markers there so that you can see proof when I say that the beginning of your bag is going to be spiraling, like it's going to be moving. I'll just be inserting the stitch markers into every beginning row, so you're going to see it. By the way, if you're working your beaded bag from left to right, your spiral is going to be moving from right to left. I'm sure it is already clear in the video. My spiral is moving towards the left while I am working towards the right. Yeah, so that is completely fine. It's completely normal. So you're going to continue the pattern again. You're going to pick up 1 tube bead, 2 gold beads. So like I said, I was thinking of bags to make this Christmas, many new bags to make, new ideas to make for this Christmas, so that people could have bags. December is a period that people are always celebrating. There's graduations, there is weddings, there is Christmas, there is New Year coming up. You need a new bag or something. You can do this yourself, and this is also a very quick gift to make for somebody. So I just thought that I should make this tutorial, obviously. And like I said, this bag was inspired by a spiral necklace that I made 5 years ago. 5 years ago is when I started learning how to do beaded items, and mostly I was doing necklaces at that time. So imagine how a tiny necklace, which I didn't know it was even called a Russian spiral at that time. We used to call it a basket sort of bead stitch. We used to call it basket something, I don't remember. So it's when I saw that necklace again 5 years later, and I was like, okay, I'm more into making beaded bags now. Why don't I transform this into a beaded bag? So this is where I was doing this test. As you can see, I'm going to as I'm showing you guys the errors and everything, then I came up with this bag. Yeah, so we are back at the end again. Then we are just going to insert our fishing line into that round bead right there, which is the last round bead, and we are going to have 2 beads of 4. This is row number 4, by the way. So we're going to have 2 beads of 4, and like I said, if you want to start the next row, you're going to insert your fishing line directly into the next tube bead, like so, then into the first gold bead, like so again. As you can see, I'm really pulling my work, and beads gives me blisters, and it causes my fingers to be black, but please, I need my clients to have pretty bags, so it's all worth it. And over those blisters, I am crocheting wool or yarn is moving over it. So the things we do for business. Okay, so we're about to start our 5th row. So 1 tube bead, 2 gold beads, 1 tube bead, 2 gold beads, and insert it into the first gold bead that you see right there. Now this is what I mean by the beginning row is moving. So you've seen where our previous stitch marker is right at the back, and now I'm going to insert a new stitch marker in this new place right here, which is where we started our first row. So you are going to have this sort of rotating beginning throughout your bag. Fear not, it is completely normal. So if you want to track it, like I said, find a stitch marker, find a safety pin, a thread, an earring, just hang it there so that you can see that what you're doing is actually correct. So I'm going to let you guys continue to watch. Then I'm going to drop you more hints. Now I want to show you guys a little trick on how to determine that you've reached the end of your row. So I'm just taking out the stitch marker from that beginning row right there. Then you are going to see that the last row, you know, the gold bead that has the last row is going to be looking flat. As you can see, I'm pointing at it, it's looking completely flat on the project, while the other gold beads are pointing, like I said, they form an angle. Look at that one forms an angle, this one is flat. So that when you get to that flat bead, that is how you know that you have ended your row. And to start a new row, you're going to just insert your fishing line into the next two beads right next to it. So this is just another way to know that you've completed your row. As you can see, I'm just inserting my fishing line into the next two bead right there. Then to continue, I'm just going to insert into the next gold bead. But now, as you can see, my fishing line is short, so we need a new fishing line. How do we attach a new fishing line when you're working with a single fishing line? So just watch this carefully and you are going to see how. So you're going to take this, we are going to call it the old fishing line, the end of the old fishing line, and you're going to send this old fishing line down the first two gold beads. You're sending it down 2 gold beads right there. Then you're going to grab another longer new fishing line. So this is going to be called a new fishing line, and you're going to insert that fishing line into the tube bead which is closest to the end of the old fishing line. So like so. If you can't understand what I'm saying, just watch. Then I am inserting it into the 2 gold beads upwards. Then I'm going to insert it again into the tube bead at the top and the first gold bead. Yeah, so this is just going to be like basically normally doing a row. So I'm going to insert it into the first gold bead right there. So it's that simple to attach a new fishing line. So like I said, that my long fishing line wasn't even long enough, it couldn't even complete the project, so you need a long fishing line. So you're just going to take the end of the old fishing line and the other end of the new fishing line, which are in the same spot together. Then you are going to tie them. You're just going to tie them together twice, and like this knot is enough. Then basically what you are going to do is to tuck in this knot in random directions. So you can go into a tube bead, go into 2 gold beads, just like that. You're going to be tucking it at random directions, yeah, so that your bag doesn't unravel, and you don't want to cut your fishing line where the knot is. So that is why we tuck it in random directions. So you're just going to take your new fishing line and you're going to continue picking your 1 2 bead, 2 gold bead, 1 2 bead, 2 gold beads. Then I'm going to let you guys watch until we get to the next part. So this is how far that I've done. As you can see, this is our bucket bag. This is how far I've done. I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 rows of 2 beads. As you can see, that spiral is looking good. You can make this bag in any color combination that you want. Make it to match your shoe, your hair, your dress. You can make it in any color that you want. Now that we are done with our row number 10, now how do we tuck in that last fishing line right there? I got you. Now you remember at the beginning I said that that knot where we tied the circle is not supposed to be too short. This is where she's going to come in. So the fishing line at the top, you are going to tuck it in until it gets to the bottom, as close to that excess fishing line at the bottom. I hope that makes sense. If I'm not making sense, just watch the video, you're going to see. So I'm just tucking in my fishing line in random directions until I get to the spot where that old fishing line was. You know, the fishing line that we tied the circle together. And when those two fishing lines are going to meet, that is where we are going to tie and create a knot. I'm going to let you guys keep on watching so that you can see what I am actually doing. Okay guys, please, we are at the more than half of the video by now, so please, if you haven't subscribed, please just hit that subscribe button. Please turn on the notification bell so that you'll be the first to know when I have published a new video. Please just like this video, go into the comment, interact with this interact in the comment section. Just say hi, just tell me what you think about the bag, the tutorial and everything, and let's just play this little game. Tell me how many purple tube beads you think I used in this video, and the people who get the answers right are going to receive a shout out in my next video. So I'm going to be shouting all of you guys out who have the correct answer. So make sure you don't miss out on my next video so that you can see if you received your shout out, because you are going to receive that shout out. So as you can see, I've just tied it. I just tied the bottom fishing line to the one at the top, and I'm going to continue tucking them in random directions. Then finally I'm going to cut it. So I'm going to let you guys keep on watching. I've just tucked it in. I've just tucked in random directions. I'm just going to grab my scissors. Then I am going to cut off all the excess fishing line which is hanging on the bag, so that our bag is going to be looking nice and neat. So go ahead and do that. Then we are going to start by finishing off the base of our bag. So this is our bag. It's looking nice and cute already, so we just need a few things to finish off. So we're going to start with the base of our bag. So to start the base of the bag, you're going to cut a new fishing line, and into that fishing line you are going to pick up 6 round beads. Now when you have your 6th round bead, you are going to cross with the opposing fishing line, and we're having 6 round beads because we have 6 at the base, 6 pairs of round beads and 6 tube beads. So we're just going to cross with the 6th bead, and we're going to have this sort of ring. Then we are going to pick up 1 tube bead like so, and we are going to insert that fishing line which has the tube bead into the first tube bead which is at the bottom of the bag. So insert it like so. Then we are going to pick up 1 tube bead again. Then we are going to cross with that tube bead. So yeah, so we're picking up one tube bead again, then we are going to cross with the tube bead. So here triangles are allowed. This is going to form a triangle. At the base of the bag, triangles are allowed. Triangles are not allowed when you're building up the sides of the bag, and it's a mistake. Obviously triangles are a mistake at the side of the bag, but here we need triangles to make the base, so it is completely fine. Yeah, so so you're going to take the fishing line which is closest to that ring of 6 beads, then you are going to insert it into the next round bead, the round bead closest to it, like so. And you're going to take now the fishing line which is attached to the sides of the bag. You're going to insert it into the 2 gold beads right there. Then you are going to insert it into the tube bead, the next tube bead right there. Yeah, so this part is pretty much self-explanatory. I'm just going to let you guys watch. I haven't fast forwarded or anything. Just continue watching until we finish off with the base. So now we're basically finished with the base, and what we're going to do now is to move our fishing line so that the two ends of the fishing line are going to touch each other. So I'm moving in the fishing line into the first two gold beads first, then I'm going to insert it into the next tube bead, and then the fishing line which is still attached to the round bead, the middle, the base, the main base, we are going to insert it into that one round bead right there. Then we are going to insert it into that tube bead, moving upwards. I'm sure you guys can see how our base is looking like. It's looking like a nice flower. Yeah, so I'm going to insert it into that tube bead right there, then into those two gold beads until those two fishing lines meet. And when those two fishing lines meet, I am going to tie them together, make a knot, then I'm going to tuck them in. So just keep on watching to see how I do that. So here we are done with our base. You just need to push it in so that it forms some sort of stability for our bag. Now we're going to be working on the handle of our bag. The handle of our bag is pretty much self-explanatory as well. So all you're going to do is to cut a long fishing line. It's not too long because it's just the handle, but we are going to be working with a double fishing line here. You're going to insert that fishing line into one of the gold beads at the tip or at the top. Then you're going to pick up one gold bead on your left fishing line, one gold bead on your right fishing line. Then you're going to do your handle however you want it, basically. I'm just going to show you guys how I did mine. So I apologize guys, I'm like really tired. It's like night right now and I'm doing this voiceover. So yeah, so I just alternated between one tube bead, one gold bead, one tube bead, one gold bead, and you can make your handle as long as you want. So I made mine a little bit longer, but you're just going to see it for how it's looking like. So do your handle however way you want it. And when you're satisfied with how long your handle is, you are just going to do the opposite of what you did on the other side. You're going to separate the fishing lines, pick up one gold bead on each of the fishing lines. Then you are going to insert your one of the fishing lines into the gold bead, which is directly opposite the other gold bead on the other side. Then you are going to create a knot right there. So you're just going to tie twice. Then you are going to tuck in everything else, you know, the remaining fishing line, and then you're done. So just go ahead and tie, then cut off and tuck in before you cut off your fishing line, and your bag is going to be done. You're going to be finished, and you are going to be having a nice cute new bag to add to your wardrobe that you made yourself, or you have a new gift for your friend, family members, or whoever you want to give. So this is our finished bag here. All you need now is a nice little pouch to put your to put in your bag. So guys, this is basically the end of this video. I'm sure this tutorial was pretty much self-explanatory. If you didn't understand anything, please let me know in the comments, and don't forget about our little game. Tell me how many long tube beads I used for this video. So that's basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share this video, and yeah, so that's basically it. I'm going to link up other videos that I've other bags that I've done this Christmas, which are going to be perfect for you, down in the description box. And yeah, I do have a tutorial on how to hand sew this pouch. So that is basically it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. By the way, have a prosperous 2023 year.